day, everyone. We are here to present the analysis of the paint industry. I shall be, along with my teammates Varun, Anjali, Shweta, Jay, and Lakshit, will present you the insights of the paint industry with the two main competitors, Berger Paints and Asian Paints. So, the paint industry is divided into two main segments, decorative and industrial. The decorative paint segment is contributes 75% for the revenues, while the industrial paints contribute only 25%. As can be seen from the graph, the four major paint companies have more of generation of the revenue from the decorative paints. Please next slide. So the decorative paint segment is divided into categories based on the nature of the surface, like interior wall paints, exterior wall paints, wood finishes, and enamels, as well as ancillary products like primers, putties. And the industrial paint is also divided accordingly. Next. So, as can be seen from this slide, that the market share of top five players in the paint industry is as follows. The Asian Paints is having the market share of 58%, while the Berger Paint is 18. The other players have only 25, have less than 25%, as we can see, Kansai 15, Esco 8, and Shalimar 1%. Next slide. So the key success factors of the paint industry. So the paint industry has its key success factors depending on the quality of the product, and the supply chain management efficiency, the managing inventory and stock keeping units with the retailers, the cost management and competitiveness, as the raw material is very costly in the paint industry, and the brand image and effective advertisement helps the paint industry to garner more profits. As it can be seen from the example that Asian Paint's strong brand appeal and formidable distribution network has around 50,000 dealers, which helps him to acquire large market share. And as we can see, the CAGR growth, the domestic paint industry has grown at a very good rate. It has been growing constantly at 11.4%. The decorative paint segment is growing at 11.4% against the industrial segment, which is only growing at 7.9%. Next graph. As it can be seen from this graph, that the Indian paint industry has grown at 10.4% over the 12 years, with the decorative segment and the industrial segment growing at a different rates. Now, my fellow teammates will follow.
So coming to pestle analysis. So it is a strategic framework used by companies to assess the impact of external factors on their business. It helps in understanding the key forces that affect a business environment and performance at large. So coming to political factors, India is one of the largest democratic countries in the world. So therefore, the political environment here is more or less stable. India is an export-based economy. Reduction in excise duty and custom duty has induced towards more sales in the paint industry, and the reduction in GST has also favored the same. Make in India initiative after COVID has also induced the paint industry to expand. Coming to economic factors, India is the second fastest growing economy in the world and third largest in terms of purchasing power. So the introduction of FDI in paint sector has also increased demands. Dependency on crude oil, we can see, is also affected the economic situations. Demand for paints is dependent generally on economic conditions such as overall economic growth, agriculture growth, and purchase of related industries like steel, cement, and construction. In developing countries like India, increasing urbanization and the increase in standard housing also are the key drivers for the growth towards paint industry. Coming to social factors, India is the second largest populated economy in the world. Shift in consumers' preference from traditional to high-quality products is the differentiating factor now. Emerging low socio-economic group in India seeking upscale housing. With increased socialistic measures of government, the demand for more cleaned, upscaled housing in the infrastructure sector has increased and affected the paint industry. Now coming to technological factors, there's an emergence of IT sector and it has increased more after the COVID period. There's modernization also in the paint industry, like waterproof paints, Teflon coating, creating colors, shops, etc. And there's also a new launch of lead-free paints, use of augmented reality for the testing of color of paints because of advanced technology. Now coming to environmental factors, there's an impact of volatile organic compounds used in paints. There's also seasonal and climate change which affect the industry, ecological and technological disruption due to solvents, monomers, and other chemicals used in it, useful of harmful components like which impact the health, basically eyes and skin. And coming lastly towards the legal aspects of this are the different type of laws which mainly impact pollution, health and safety, and environment.
Now, when we do the Potter's five forces analysis of the paint industry, the threat of new entrants seems to be low. The paint market in India is dominated by a few players, making it difficult for anyone newly entering the market to compete. It is estimated that 18-20% of the total raw material used in the industry are imported. Working capital needed is high, causes difficulty for local players, and big firms enjoy economies of scale. Big players have high brand images and quality products and good promotional activities to attract customers. Now, when we see the threat to substitutes, it seems to be low. In rural areas, the lime wash is used as a substitute. Another alternative for decorative wall paints today available today is a wallpaper. Availability of paint varieties are there, and also the relative price performance of decorative walls is high. Bargaining power of suppliers seems medium. Raw material intensive production is there with over 300 raw materials make the final product. Raw materials used in the paint are pigments, binders, additives, and solvents. Titanium dioxide is one of the key pigments used in production of paint and is facing a global supply shortage. The supplier of this material has solid bargaining power. Other raw materials include crude derivatives, which have high price fluctuations affecting industry profits. Next, we have bargaining power of buyers, which seems to be medium. Households and industrial users are the main customers of this industry. For housing requirements, the buyers are building contractors who buy in bulk and in people who paint their houses. Consumers are more price sensitive because of the number of options available, and decisions are made based on quality, price, differentiating factors like weather protection and environmental friendliness paints. The industrial segment is low margin and a high revenue business, and buyers of these segments are knowledgeable about their needs. Therefore, price comparison is done effectively by the customers. However, the leading industrial paint suppliers have their expertise in their favor, which limits the bargaining power of the buyers. The comparative rivalry is low. About 80% of the organized sector is contributed by the top 3 players. Current market growth rate can provide ample room for opportunity of all the players of the industry to flourish. Asian Paints is the only paint company that manufactures PAN, which is pathogenic anhydride, which is one of the main raw materials of the paint industry. Presence of an unorganized sector can cause competition, but over here, basically we have 3 players only competing against taking 80% of the organized sector.
Continuing with the corporate strategies of Asian Paints, Asian Paint has a diverse range of products and surfaces. It offers paint for both decorative and industrial use. In decorative paint, it offers various interior wall finishes, enamels, adhesive, and wood finishes. For industrial coating space, it operates through 2 joint ventures. First joint venture provides coating for Indian automotive market. The second joint venture provides industrial powder, industrial container, and industrial coating markets. Asian Paint follows various strategies. For example, vertical integration. Asian Paints has diversified its chemical products such as pentaerythritol, which is used in manufacturing of paint. The firm has also initiated setting up manufacturing facilities for vinyl acetate ethylene and vinyl acetate monomer. They have further forward integration by offering safe painting service and Beautiful Home Services. Second strategy followed by Asian Paint is acquisition. Asian Paint has acquired various firms like entering into nanotechnological partnership with Herind to acquire 51% stake in Herind Chemical and Pharmaceutical Private Limited. Additionally, Asian Paint and Weatherseal Penetration have made a deal to acquire 51% partnership. They have also made a deal to purchase 49% share in Obgenix software to use their resource and capability and look for enrichment of their decorative lighting products and fan. Last strategy that Asian Paint follows, they have wide variety of products. Asian Paint has started offering Vivo Protect range of hands, surface and space sanitizer. They have also offered San Assure and a sanitization service and safe painting service for its customer. Firm has also launched a variety of home decor range, offering furniture, furnishings, and lighting products under 3 brand name Nilaya, Royal, and Adore. Asian Paints has also launched an exclusive end-to-end solution for personalized interior designing services under Beautiful Home Services.
So, coming to Berger Paints, which is the second leading paints company in India. So, it follows a different corporate strategy than Asian Paints. The first one would be it focuses on the core industry. The company is well aware of the fact that they want to focus on paint right now and grow only in the paint industry. It is a very competitive industry. And their business model has been managed very carefully and efficiently to continue being the leading player in this business, whilst competitors wait for Berger to make the mistake. Berger also observes its competitors regularly and the market regularly so that they can be able to bridge the gaps in the market through the customer analysis and the competitive analysis more effectively. The second is it keeps on intensifying the competitive channels. Berger in the past has focused intensively on products with special features, which has allowed it to create a strong brand value for such products. Berger products have enabled Berger to sustain its competitive positioning in the industry by focusing on its main products with bringing features that bring innovations which cater to the customer's requirements. Next slide. So the third corporate strategy is control capital distribution. So they are very clear with their strategy of not going with diversification with different products like Asian Paints does, but rather whatever capital expenditure they want to do it to further expand their paint business itself. Mr. K.S. Dhingra, promoter of Berger Paints, also said it, these are his own words, that we are clear that whatever capital is available with us, we will use it for our paint business and not anywhere else. This is very clear that we will not go for diversification. Now, this is because they want to maintain this positioning and they know what is required to maintain this positioning in the industry. Their future prospects, Berger Paints' future prospects are two. One is to increase its market share in the paint industry. What it wants to do is strengthen the supplier and dealer network in Western and Southern India, in which the company has a weak presence so far. Secondly, they want to focus increased premiumization in the sales mix. The premium category is the fastest growing segment and offers higher margins than the economical margins that they are getting right now. This is supported by the fact that economy paints category grew at compounded annual growth rate of 13 to 14% in the last 5 years, but the luxury paint industry, the luxury paint segment grew by 20%.
Now we'll talk about the competitive analysis of Asian Paint. With a market share of over 50% in India, Asian Paint is a leader in the decorative paint business segment. However, in recent years, Asian Paint is facing stiff competition from other players in the market. With its innovative marketing campaign and high-quality products, Asian Paint has a market capitalization of $32.40 billion. The company has established a strong foothold in the international market and continues to grow its presence. sections. Their competitors include Berger Paint. With a market share of around 12%, Berger Paint is the second largest brand in the paint industry. The company was founded in the year 1923 by Louis Berger. Berger Paint has their product available in all major cities and towns of India. Additionally, their wide distribution network ensures that their products are always readily available. The company also have a strong marketing and advertising campaign that helps it to reach out to potential customers. The next one is Kansai Nerolac Paints. The Kansai Nerolac Paints Limited, formerly known as Goodlast Nerolac Paint Limited, is the third largest paint company in India after Asian and Berger Paints. The company was founded in the year 1920 in Mumbai with a 7% market share in India. In Indian paint industry, Kansai sells its product through a network of 11,000 dealers across India. Kansai Nerolac Paint has engagement in the automotive, industrial, and powder coating business. Both the brands are known for their best quality products and services. What makes Kansai Nerolac Paint one of the biggest competitor of Asian Paint in India is their presence in different big industries like automotive segment, while Asian Paint is more focused on decorative sections. Yeah, so next slide, please. The next one is the Indigo Paint. In recent year, Indigo Paint has been emerging as one of the most popular paint brand in India. Founded in the year 2000 by Hemant Jalan, Indigo Paint has its headquarters in Pune, specializing in manufacturing and selling decorative paint, distempers, wood coating, cement paints, and putties. Indigo Paint has emerged to become the fifth largest paint company. The company also signed Mahendra Singh Dhoni as their brand ambassador, which then established themselves as one of the major players in Indian paint industry. And the fourth one is the Nippon Paint. Nippon Paint Holding is a Japanese paint manufacturing company founded in the year 1881 by Juro. Nippon Paint has been in India for more than 2 decades now, and they have established itself as one of the biggest Asian paint competitors. Not just in India, the company has its presence all over the globe, and based on its revenue in 2020, the company is the fourth largest paint manufacturer in the world. Yeah, next slide, please. Now we talk about the competitive analysis of Berger Paint. With a market share of over 50% in India, Asian Paint is a leader in the decorative paint business segment. However, in recent year, Asian Paint is facing stiff competitions from other players in the market. With its innovative marketing campaign and high quality product, Asian Paint has a market capitalization of $32.40 billion. The company has established a strong foothold in the international market. So their competitors include the Asian Paint. We have already discussed about the Asian Paint. The next one is the Kansai Nerolac. It is another major competitor for Berger Paints in India. The company is known for its high quality industrial coating, as we have discussed. The next one is the Shalimar Paint. It is a major player in the decorative paint market in India, and it is known for its wide range of colors and finishes. Next, please. Now we'll do the comparison between the Asian Paint versus the Berger Paint. Asian Paint and Berger Paint are both major players. In terms of financial performance, Asian Paint has consistently reported higher revenue and profit margins than Berger Paint. Asian Paint has a market capitalization of around $5.5 billion, while Berger Paint has a market capitalization of around $2 billion. Asian Paint has a strong distribution network which covers the entire country, and it has a wide range of product, a strong brand reputation, and a strong R&D team, which helps it to maintain its market leader position. On the other hand, Berger Paint has a strong focus on innovation and technology and reputation for quality and durability, which help it to maintain a strong market position. Overall, both Asian Paint and Berger Paint are well-established companies with strong product portfolios and distribution network, and the competition between them is intense. Asian Paint is considered to be the market leader in India, but Berger Paint also has a strong presence in the market. Next
So now
slide,
coming
please.
to the future prospects, the Indian paint industry is expected to grow steadily. By 2030, Indian middle class is expected to have the second largest share in global consumption. Going forward, there will be a rise in disposable income, which will increase the paint industry's growth. The Indian waterproofing market, valued at $0.7 billion, is underutilized compared to China's $22 billion market. So there's a headroom to grow in this segment in the next 15 to 20 years. Some paint manufacturers, through marginal players till now, plan to expand their market share in adhesives and other market, which may intensify competition in the years to come. Growing demand from the construction industry, coupled with rising infrastructure activities, will also drive the demand for the paint industry. Thank you.